Hello everyone. So in this video we are going to discuss about multiple choice questions on capacitance and capacitors. So these are the questions which are frequently asked in many government exams as well as especially these are for those who are preparing for Karnataka PGCET. Okay. So let us discuss the questions now. So the first question is capacitors having what capacity produce an electric spark on shorting their leads. So as we know capacitor are having two leads. Okay, so these are the two leads, positive and negative. So when capacitor is charged and when we join these two leads, there will be production of a spark, means there will be a sound with a lightning effect. Okay, so they are asking what value of capacitance will produce the spark here. So as we know, some paper board capacitors or paper capacitors which we use in lab will not produce any spark when we touch the positive and negative here. So while the others which are having higher values, when they are touched or they are when they are when the positive and negative of those are contacted to each other, there will be a production of spark. So the options are 1 microfarad and above, 0.25 microfarad, zero point 0.3 microfarad, none of the above. Okay, so the correct answer is 1 microfarad and above. So the capacitors whose values are 1 microfarad and above will produce the spark when positive and negative of them are touched with each other. Okay, so the second question is the charge stored in a capacitor is. So what is the expression for charge stored in a capacitor? So it is W equal to 1 by 2 CV, W equal to 2 CV square, W equal to 1 by 2 CV square, W equal to 1 by root 2 CV square. So the correct answer for this one is 1 by 2 CV square. Okay, so the third question is now capacitors are connected in parallel for obtaining. So the capacitors are connected in parallel for obtaining high capacitance values because capacitance will be C1 plus C2 when they are connected. Alright, so the fourth question is what is the difference dielectric constant of barium strontiate titanate? Okay, so they have asked for the dielectric constant here, so it is 81.0. Okay, so the fifth question is what is the dielectric constant of vacuum? So as we know the dielectric constant of vacuum is 1 here, it is standard. So the sixth question is what is the value of paper capacitance? So a paper capacitance is something like this, a notch with the positive and negative. So the one lead which is having higher length is positive and the one lead which is having a lower length is negative. Okay, so it is a paper capacitance or ceramic capacitor you can call. Okay, so the what is the value of paper capacitance they have asked. So it will be very low, so it is starting from 0.001 microfarad to 2.0 microfarad. Okay, so this is the maximum value and it will be of lower values like 0.1 microfarad, 0.05 micro. Now the last question, that is seventh one, is what is the value of mica capacitors? So the value of mica capacitors is 2.5 picofarad to 0.5 microfarad. So this is the correct option for that answer. Okay. Now the eighth question is which one of the following capacitor is suitable for high frequency circuits and miniature equipments? So which is suitable for high frequency circuits and miniature equipment? So paper capacitor, polyester capacitor, electrolyte capacitor or oil dielectric capacitor. So the paper capacitance is suitable for high frequency and miniature equipments. Okay, so oil dielectric capacitors are suitable for, so these are suitable for transmitters. So in digital communication at transmitter side, oil dielectric capacitors are used. Okay, so the next question is the absorption of electrical energy by the dielectric high frequency is termed as. So the absorption of electrical energy in a capacitor by the dielectric material is termed as dielectric loss. Okay, so we know that in parallel plate capacitor there will be two plates and a dielectric material filled here. Okay, so when we apply charge here, so some amount of electrical energy is absorbed by this electric that is dielectric material. So that loss we call as dielectric loss. Okay, that is due to mainly the absorption of electrical energy by the dielectric material here. Okay, so moving on to next question. The capacitance of negative temperature coefficient type of capacitor. So it is noted that they have given negative temperature coefficient. So increases with rise in temperature, decreases with rise in temperature, remains unaffected with increase or decrease in temperature, none of them. So if the temperature coefficient increases, then decreases with rise in temperature. Okay, so because it is a negative temperature, it has to be opposite of temperature. So alright, so moving on to the next question, that is 12th one. The tolerance of capacitors having a capacitance value below 10 picofarad is expressed as. So it is red plus or minus 0.25 picofarad. So the working temperature of modulated mica capacitor is 100 volts here. Okay, so I hope you like this video, and if you are not subscribed to the channel, please guys do subscribe. Thank you. Thanks for watching.